Hey guys, welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're returning. It's Fiery Moon and I'm here to do the general collective full moon reading. This full moon is taking place in the sign of Gemini. As you guys know, we are currently in Sagittarius season. So this full moon is going to be conjunct Mars retrograde, but it will also be opposing the Sun and Venus. So we're gonna jump right in. Using the mixed emotions deck, the Moonology Oracle deck, and then I have just a traditional tarot deck. With the mixed emotions deck, I'm just going to be seeing how you're feeling, but I was also guided to pull these for after the reading to see, to compare the energy pre-full moon, post-full moon, because the full moon will take place on, depending on where you're at. I know it's Eastern Standard Time, this midnight of the 7th, which is technically the 8th, so Eastern Standard Time. But it's going to be, I want to say the conjunction with Mars and the full moon is going to be exact, which is about 16 degrees. So just see where, Gemini sits in your houses, because that energy is going to be with Mars as well in the same house. So with the mixed emotions deck, at the bottom we have embarrassed, self-conscious, awkward, and exposed. We have lonely, unfulfilled, and stressed. Whew. Whether this is you or someone connected to you, or it may not have anything to do with you at all, but whoever this is, it makes me just want to say, damn, what's going on? I feel like someone is feeling like, what's the word? It's almost like the Five of Pentacles. They're flashing all of it. The Five of Pentacles, the Two of Swords, the Sun card, which is, exposure. But I'm just feeling like someone is just feeling or in a state of being or feeling very vulnerable. High stress situation, whatever it could be, maybe, but it could also just be like the incoming moon energy. But let's see, or that's what's underneath. But how's the collective feeling pre this full moon? What's the current energy of the collective pre the full moon in Gemini? Let's see. What's the current energy of the collective? I said it, didn't I? We have proud and vulnerable. And with this proud card, I'm feeling it's an energy of ego. Almost like it almost feels like it almost makes me want to say these can't coexist. You can't have pride and be vulnerable. They don't. It doesn't mix. It doesn't mesh. So it's kind of it makes me want to say yeah, you need to is it gonna be your because what does it say? It says victorious, accomplished, and masterful. And then for proud and vulnerable says defenseless, unprotected, and helpless. Like, is someone afraid to ask for help in a situation? Because we do have receptive at the bottom. And I get one more for the current energy of the collective. Or is your pride won't allow you to. That's what it is. And then we have resentful and powerless, which says indignant, offended, and bitter. And powerless says paralyzed, ineffective, or weak. Yeah, because I was going to say, whoever this is, they feel like they'll be looked at as weak for asking for help. Or you could be dealing with someone who is like, I almost feel like there's a Queen of Swords here who is, it may even be this person who is in this energy that is like, their pride won't, they have too much pride. And whatever situation they're in, it's almost like, I want to say like, this is, you're doing it to yourself. That's what it makes me want to say. You're doing it to yourself. Because if you, without ego, whoever this is, they don't have anything. And what they do have from their ego, it almost feels like with this envious card, they're desperately, because it says possessive, whatever it is, whether it's a person, place, or thing, or it's their ego, they're desperately trying to hold on to it, whatever it is. Person, place, or thing, but it's like, it's hurting you. It says frantic, out of control, in need. But then we have depressed, empty, numb, or withdrawn. I almost feel like someone... Oof. We'll see what comes out. I just know what I'm feeling like. You know, it's giving me the energy of like someone is about to learn like a hard lesson. Then the bottom of the deck, we have nothing is yet set in stone, which is the mutable moon, which there's a lot of mutable energy right now. And whoever this is, it's almost like they're almost to the point of being stubborn. But it's almost like whatever they're desperately trying to hold on to, they know like it's about, like that rope is about to snap. But it's almost like they're whoever this is, it's like they won't, like they refuse to take no for an answer. And then we have the new moon in Pisces, which says meditate and contemplate. And then we have a time to give rather than take. All of this mutable energy here. And then look, we have the energy is gaining momentum. Yeah, because it feels like whoever this is, because they're in this energy, like what's coming, it almost feels like especially with this nothing is yet set in stone, where they're thinking, like it's almost like the way someone is thinking something is about to like play out, it's not. And it's almost like they can feel the shift coming, but it's almost like they're like hella high water before they feel like they'll give this up. Whatever it is, a job, a person, place, or thing. So let's see, what's the overall energy as it pertains to this moon? Full moon in Gemini for the collective. What's the overall energy? the full moon in Sagittarius. Look at the bigger picture. And it's almost like whoever's in this energy is like they can't see it. They only see what they want to see. And then it says your dreams need a practical plan at the bottom. Yeah, like they're, I don't know. Play it one more. Look, and then we have the supermoon. Emotions are running high. Yeah, one more. Then we have the new moon in Taurus, which says prosperity lies ahead. And then we have balance, spirituality, and practicality. The new moon in Taurus, full moon in Pisces. Ugh. This just feels like a mess. Like, honestly, like, I don't even know, like, whoever is in this energy is almost like they are charged up and almost like determined to have a certain outcome. And whatever that outcome is, which, because I'm getting like almost with the prosperity lies ahead, like the Ace of Pentacles energy, whatever this outcome is or opportunity, it's almost like they need to be real about it. Like, it's almost like, especially with Pisces being in Neptune, we just had Jupiter go direct in Pisces. Somebody is like hell bent on a fantasy it's not real. And then the bottom of the deck says, what do you need to release? It almost makes me feel like if someone can just change their mind or see like a different perspective. That, possibly what they can, get what they want. But let's see. Look, bottom of the deck, we have the Six of Wands, which is like that energy, like the momentum. Like, I feel like the Six of Wands is this energy coming, like the energy itself. For some of you, this could be you. But we do have a King of Pentacles, the Six of Pentacles. See, there's that Ace of Pentacles again. It's almost like someone, and this could be old, like, but first, it's coming up in this full moon in Gemini, especially with the lovers here, because there's a decision that needs to be made. Because it's almost like whoever this is, it's almost like someone that's hell-bent on status. Male or female doesn't matter. But someone who is hell-bent on like the materialistic thing. So all they see is like wanting to be this King of Pentacles. Like I said, this is all they want. They want like some type of recognition, some type of praise. Here's that Proud card. And it's almost like because they're not getting it, like it's almost like whoever this is, they're acting out. Like tantrum energy, almost like a little kid energy. That's how I feel. It's either this is this masculine energy, or this is someone that you could possibly be dealing with, whether it's you or it's vice versa. But it's almost like someone is trying to like get this King of Pentacles attention, but it's so like with the Six of Pentacles here, This King of Pentacles has been, giving or investing in a situation, confirmed by the Seven of Pentacles. They could have been doing it for anywhere from 6 to 7, or even 13 years. They could have been given into a situation. And it's almost like if this is all just one person, they're seeing, like, they're looking back on this, like, the decision that they made to do this, like, or to be this way has really got them nothing. Like, it really didn't get them the recognition or the status that they wanted as this King of Pentacles. For others of you, if you're dealing with someone, this is someone who is, like, seeking the attention of a masculine energy. Male or female doesn't matter. But it's almost like they're wanting them to, it's almost like they're realizing that this king is about to take this Ace of Pentacles, because they've been giving, they've been the ones investing, they've been giving, but not receiving. So this King of Pentacles is taking that Ace of Pentacles. So whoever this is that they're dealing with, they're freaking out over this Ace of Pentacles. Because it's almost like cutting off the tap, like a parent cutting off a child, like no longer footing the bill, like, and they're like pissed, like it almost, I was reading something today on Yahoo too, and about the full moon, and it was saying how this Gemini full moon is bringing the Faruka Salt vibes from Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. And it's so funny. I just read it skimming through this morning. And, it's that song that she says. She says, I don't care how, I want it now. But back to this, like, someone is realizing, like, this, whoever this is, they're cutting off this connection with this person, with the Lovers and the Knight of Swords. They're like literally, like, it feels like the tap is being cut off, and rightfully so, with the Justice card here. Whoever is doing the cutting off, they are justified. And this Knight of Swords is almost, it could also be this person, trying to stop either this masculine from making this decision, or from them even going off and offering somewhere else. Whatever the case may be. But let's see, where are we at? 18. What's going on as it pertains to this full moon energy? Justice. It's ending. It's a rightful ending with the Ten of Swords here. Look, double confirmation with the World. Come on, Spirit. Yeah, someone is seeing, like, we got the Ace of Swords and the Six of Wands, like they're closing out a cycle. It's almost like Spirit is closing out this cycle for whoever this is. What else? Yeah, the Ten of Wands. What's going on as it pertains to this full moon? Too many. I told you, I said the Queen of Swords. I knew I felt it. There's justice or karma coming down on whoever is in this energy. This Queen of Swords, yep. And here's that Knight of Swords. We'll see though. The Nine of Wands. And the King of Cups. Judgment at the bottom. Oh my God. Yeah, I'm being drawn to this Judgment. Like, spirit is definitely like yelling, hollering at this masculine energy. Again, male or female doesn't matter. To basically like, it's time to go. It's time to go. Literally, whatever this awakening, whatever this is it's really spiritual. Like it's being, there's like divine intervention all over this, especially with justice and judgment here. This is, you know, like, it's a major cycle that's closing out for whoever this is. It's been emotionally burdensome with the Ten of Wands and the King of Cups. And it's almost like there's fear. It's almost like I feel like there's fear of whoever is deciding to, like I said, cut something off. They don't want to hear what this other person has to say. It's almost like they're afraid of what they're gonna say. And I don't like that energy. Like, parent or child, however it may go for you, like, that's not okay. And if these are grown people, this is definitely not okay. So let's see what justice is. Because there's the Ace of Wands here. And I feel like that's where this king's attention is focused at. What's the Queen of Swords? What's the Queen of Swords? So we have the Four of Swords. Yeah, and like this just makes me feel like this person is like, either this Queen of Swords, like I almost feel like someone is trying to rehearse what they're gonna say, or it makes me feel like this this masculine is like, the worry is coming from thinking about what this person is going to say. The Queen of Swords. And then here's that Ace of Wands. And like I said, this is what I feel like that masculine was looking at. But with attached to that Ace of Wands is a Empress. Like, I almost feel like whoever this is like completely like tuning out this person, this Queen of Swords, but they're also getting the like justice or like karma. So let's look at justice. Whoa, too many. Why is justice here? Well, actually, they just said, wait, we're going to look at this King of Cups. Tell me about the King of Cups. Tell me about the King of Cups. See, yeah, this King of Cups is thinking about a whole oh my God, what's that song they're playing at? I'm looking for a new love, baby, a new love. I don't know who sings it, but I've heard it before. Yeah, with the Ace of Cups, the Fool, and the Star. Yeah, this. How can I put this? Like, it's almost like, yeah, this masculine is looking for something that's like emotionally fulfilling. No more for the King of Cups. Like, they want something like it's what, like, they're looking for something completely new. Completely new. And like I said, whoever this masculine is, they showed up as the King of Pentacles. And the one that was, given into a situation. It could be like, they come with this 10 of Pentacles attached, which could, it could be, just someone who is stable or has the capacity to have this. But what I'm also getting for some of you is like this, and turning away from this connection, it also has this masculine turning away from like the how can I say, the attachment of, the physical stuff. Like, this person isn't like, they at a point they were a King of Pentacles, but it's like now their energy is, they're wanting, something, I don't know if I should say like softer, but this earth energy is really cold. It can be really cold and detached. And if we're thinking about it in regards of like material things or money, there was no fulfillment. It wasn't fulfilling them. It was more like feeding, the ego, feeding an addiction, especially with the devil and the moon. It was feeding that addiction of, that craven status. And this could have been happening, like this king could have been doing it to themselves, but they also could have been in an environment with others or another who they were feeding them too. Like, but then here's the hangman, the perspective change to separate from that as the Nine of Pentacles. Let's look at justice. Yeah. And this 10 of Wands, like this person, like they've been carrying the whole load. They're at the 10. Tell me about justice. And it's almost like I can understand this 9 of Wands here, because it's almost like there's fear of how like this Queen of Wands is going to react, or Queen of Swords, excuse me. Queen of Swords may react, but it does feel like the energy is fired up. But it's this person like almost like anticipating the reaction over this new beginning that they may even tell them. But it's like, damn, like, it's, what do I, like, it's, I wouldn't even call it fear. It's more of like, it's just uncertainty of closing this cycle out, knowing that it's closing for good. Like, I'm, look, Justice and temperance. Yeah, there needs to be like a this has to get balanced out. And it's almost like with this Page of Wands and the Eight of Swords, there could be like a message or some news that is going to set this person free from this. Because then at the bottom of the deck, we have the Fool. Or they don't, they don't expect this coming. But this is like a karmic rebalancing. What's this Page of Wands? What's this news? Or it's whatever this is, it's inspiring. It's inspiring someone to free themselves. Here's an opportunity. That Ace of Pentacles. That Ace of Pentacles. And it's almost like Spirit is like here, Spirit is all, it's like this is all coming from Spirit to this masculine. You're getting the Ace of Cups, or you're seeking the Ace of Cups, and the Ace of Pentacles is here. This is coming, clarifying the justice and temperance. There's a karmic recalibration going on, and it's like with the Page of Wands, there's gonna I feel like there's gonna be a message or some type of opportunity. I feel like the opportunity was already presented to whoever this was, and they were stuck in this Eight of Swords. But now it's like they're being released via the Eight of the Eight of Cups. They're leaving it behind. They're leaving it behind. And then look, we have the Seven of Pentacles, because it's like they realized like they invested in something. First of all, they weren't emotionally invested in it, had ran its course. And then here's the King of Swords. That clarity, truth, that knowing, that insight coming in. And here's the movement with the Chariot. Even though they don't, like I said, I felt with the Knight of Wands, this person, doesn't know what lies ahead, but they're trusting in Spirit. It's almost like this person is exercising faith via the Hermit, the Hierophant, and the High Priestess. Because intuitively they knew, like, the situation was over, but it was also interfering in their own happiness. Wow. And it wasn't like what it's almost like giving me the energy of like it wasn't what they thought it was. And I'll clarify the Eight of Swords just to do it. I didn't really need to, but the Chariot. And what's this World and the Nine of Wands? It's almost like what's that movie with Matthew McConaughey? Failure to Launch. Like this person is, you gotta step out on yourself. Gotta step out on yourself. Whoever you're dealing with, they're not gonna like it. And it is scary. Via the Nine of Swords. Yep. Yeah, it's just fear of change. It's fear of change. But is the regret more than the fear of change for for you? Like, it almost makes me feel that. Like, are you, like, I don't think it's, like, yeah, things end. Things don't pan out how we want them to. But it doesn't mean that you should, like stop or give up. It's not like this was not, you know, the only chip in the bag. Like it wasn't, like I don't know. And whatever this is, and I'm not making light of the situation, but a lot of people are not. It's just, I was just going to say, they're not optimistic just because of past things that have happened to them and past things that didn't work out. So it like, you dull yourself down. And it's like, but why though? Like if something don't work out, like I know that, now I'm speaking, just personally for me and my experience, like I'm not gonna, y'all know this is my spill milk card. I'm not gonna cry and like, I just can't. Like, physically, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, my body, I just can't do it. Like, and it's not to sound like, it's just that, like, why? Like, why do this to yourself? Like, I don't understand. And, I know everybody goes through different stuff, and it's no judgment being passed, but it's just like, when you really sit and think about stuff, like, if I expend all this time, this energy, mental energy, my emotions, if I expend all of this on something that I can't do anything about, I can't, what's the point? Like, okay, it happened. What can I, what I do? When I'm in situations like this, I'll say, okay, this was, not even that good and bad matters, but here is the big picture, like the bigger picture. What was it? There's the good, the bad, the indifferent. Regardless of how the situation plays out, I look at it from, what I contributed to, which is accountability. But I also look at it in a way like, okay, well, what can I learn from it? Because I'm pretty sure, like, I'm gonna run up against this situation again. So, it's that energy of when you know better, you do better. But some people are, they're set in their ways, and it's not an excuse, but it's like at some point that way isn't gonna work anymore. And then what? You're gonna, like, your only response is to throw a tantrum, to throw a fit? No, you gotta do what's best for you. And that doesn't matter, like, for whoever this is. It doesn't, like, what? Like, I don't, maybe I just think different, but, and I don't know. I'm trying to think of a time where I was in it, but I've trained myself to just not do it. So it's like, it's an automatic response. Like, I don't, you, like I said, once you know better, you do better. You don't put yourself in a situation where, first of all, like, it's just not, I don't know. I don't know. Because I just can't. It just doesn't, make sense to me. And not to say that it has to, but it's just like, I mean, a lot of this stuff is, at least what I consider to be like common information, because 9 times out of 10 when you watch a tarot reading, I'm not telling you anything that you don't already know. It's confirmation. But let's see. Let me get a guidance or advice, because the guidance or advice is clear. I mean, it feels like the guidance or advice is like, Spirit got this. But let's see, like, the energy, like, if the energy is just gonna play out how it plays out for you. It doesn't have to be today, it doesn't have to be tomorrow, it could be next month, next year, I don't know. But what's the guidance or advice? I mean, yeah, and like I said, this is someone who didn't, When you cling for things that are outside of you, it's because there's a lack of something within you. And when that happens, and we're all guilty of it to an extent, to an extent. Some on more, more percentages than others, but we've all been there. You try to compensate with the tangible things, but at the end of the day, it doesn't, you can't take those things and put them inside you to fill you up for where or what you're lacking. And it comes from, just the lack of not feeling like you're enough or you deserve this and that. And you can be in that energy for so long that it was what ended up happening here with whoever this is, it turned toxic because too much of anything is unhealthy. So no matter what it is, it could be money, food, even it could be tarot cards, like to put it out there because it can be, but it's like there's this is the lesson. It's a lesson in moderation, the temperance, not going too far to the left, not going too far to the right, achieving a healthy balance. And it's hard. It's hard. But you don't have to sacrifice or compromise or put yourself down or make yourself small just to fit, because what ends up happening is people take advantage of you. And then what ends up happening, if you stay in that energy long enough, you end up becoming the ones who hurt you. Let me get one more. And I feel like whoever this is, like, it's a learning, it's a lesson for all. Whoever this is, like, it's a lesson for both parties. And look, and it says, have faith in your dreams, which basically is what this masculine is having. They're stepping out on faith. Whether this masculine is a male or female, whoever this feminine energy is showing up as, whether male or female, they're about to learn this lesson that this masculine just went through. And it's a lesson of it's a lesson of, self-value. It's a lesson of knowing your worth and not, settling. Knowing that you can set something out there and it can be real and it doesn't take you, it can be obtained without ego. Or without just that negative attachment. So how will the collective be feeling after this full moon? We'll look at the masculine and the feminine. Because even over here, like, this is the energy of, like, both. This isn't just that feminine energy, it's both. So let me see this. Show me the masculine energy after this full moon. Show me the masculine energy after this full moon. I love it. This almost makes me want to cry. Like, that's what's up. Self-discovery is real, like, because then we got curious, and that's what I felt like. This whoever this is like they're finally, like, it almost feels like an acceptance of who they are. And for a while they were, it almost feels like, you know what happens when this process happens is you don't like what you see. But that's what causes you to look deeper. That's what puts you into that hermit mode. And it's almost like someone didn't like what they saw within themselves. And for some of you, it's within another person. For some of you, it's both. But it's almost like it was that fear of change, not knowing how to change, but not knowing like what the next steps would be. And it was almost like you were like, what's the word? You were cheating yourself out of that which you really wanted. With the star here. I like this. I like it. So, and what's the energy of the feminine after this full moon? I knew it was gonna come out. Stressed, yeah. Sad. Like, let me get one more. Yeah, because it's it's in the hot seat. Yep. And I mean, I would, I would be exhausted too. Like, whoever this is to, how much energy it takes to throw a tantrum? Like, when you remember throwing a tantrum as a little kid, 9 times out of 10, I know the way I grew up, you threw a tantrum, you ended up falling asleep because you done cried yourself out, you did everything you could do. The only thing you could do was just go, you're tired. And it's you did it to yourself. That's what it makes me want to say. But you know what? It's almost like you're gonna have to sit with it. You're gonna have to sit with it because, and the disgust can only be with yourself, and you'll sit in this energy, feminines. And I'm not being harsh, but it almost makes me feel like that's how spirit is delivering this karma. Like, you're gonna sit in this until you're tired, and you're willing to change your ways. This is like the energy of like, things ain't gonna. This is like someone who is going to have to smell their own shit for the first time. And it don't, so people walk around like their shit don't stink. This person found out. And now it's like, oh no. And spirit is like, yeah, Like, that's how I feel. Like, don't try to cower away now. It was because it was all fun and games. Like, this is how it makes me feel like this person was. It was all fun and games. But you when you was getting what you wanted, when you were on, like the high part of the seesaw. But, what's that thing? How do they say, like, the higher you go, the harder to fall? That's exactly what's happening here. And it's, it's not like, oh, like I'm wishing this on this person, but listen, I can't sit here and interpret and talk to y'all using, these cards. I mean, I can. I don't have to use the cards, but they're a tool. But in order for me to put together the story and the cards, I have to have experienced it. I can't speak from a place of no experience. So definitely don't take it that way. But collective, that was the full moon reading. As always, I thank you for tuning in with me. Sending you all love and light. And I will see y'all on the next reading. All right? Later.